Can a single person ever truly exist alone? Or are we shaped by those around us? What does it really mean to be part of a community? In today's world, we often celebrate independence. But what if our greatest strength lies in connection? In Africa, this idea is beautifully captured by the philosophy of Ubuntu, the belief that no one exists in isolation. But what does this wisdom mean in our modern lives? And how can embracing it change the way we see ourselves and others? Welcome to another episode of Beyond Borders from the Infinite Within channel, where we explore diverse philosophies and ways of living that enhance well-being and encourage us to embrace life fully. Today, join us as we explore the African philosophy of Ubuntu, the belief that I am because we are. Discover how this timeless wisdom fosters community, compassion, and a shared sense of humanity. Subscribe to our channel to learn more about cultures and their timeless philosophies. Let's explore the power of Ubuntu together. To understand Ubuntu, we must first look to the southern regions of Africa. This vast and diverse land, shaped by a history of struggle, resilience, and reconciliation, has fostered a deep sense of community and shared humanity. South Africa, in particular, is a country of contrasts, where the vibrant energy of cities like Johannesburg contrasts with the tranquil stillness of the Bushveld, constantly reminding its people of their interconnectedness to nature and one another. Here, the spirit of Ubuntu comes alive in the warm greetings exchanged between strangers, in the communal sharing of meals, and in the profound respect given to elders. Ubuntu is woven into the very fabric of life, seen in the silent bonds between individuals and the understanding that one's humanity is inseparable from the well-being of others. Ubuntu comes from the languages of the Nguni people of southern Africa, such as Zulu and Xhosa. But it's more than just a word. It's a powerful philosophy and a way of life. At its core, Ubuntu means that our humanity is intertwined with that of others. The concept teaches us that I am because we are. Our identity, success, and well-being are all connected to the communities we belong to. Imagine a village where food is shared freely, knowledge is passed down from one generation to the next, and every member of the community offers help when needed. If one person succeeds, the entire village celebrates. This is Ubuntu in action, a reminder that the well-being of each individual is deeply tied to the well-being of all. Ubuntu isn't a new idea. It has shaped African societies for centuries. In many African cultures, individual success is meaningless if the community isn't thriving. That's why traditional villages operate on the idea that no one should be left behind. In African storytelling traditions, elders often share proverbs such as Umuntu ngumuntu ngabantu, which means a person is a person through other people. European colonization disrupts traditional African governance and communal ways of life, but Ubuntu remains strong within families and rural communities. The philosophy becomes a source of resilience and cultural identity, helping communities maintain solidarity in the face of oppression. In South Africa, Ubuntu is embraced by anti-apartheid leaders like Nelson Mandela and Desmond Tutu as a guiding principle for justice, reconciliation, and unity. Ubuntu plays a critical role in inspiring the fight for equality, dignity, and human rights against the apartheid regime. Ubuntu later gained international recognition as a philosophy of peace, ethics, and leadership. Ubuntu isn't just a beautiful idea. It's backed by science. Let's dive into what modern research tells us about why it works so well. Neuroscientists have discovered that our brains are wired for connection. Mirror neurons fire when we see others in joy or pain, making us feel what they feel. Ubuntu isn't just an ideal, it's built into our biology. Studies on restorative justice show that focusing on reconciliation instead of punishment reduces recidivism rates. When offenders are reminded of their positive contributions and held accountable in a supportive way, they are more likely to reform. This is because shame-based punishment isolates, while Ubuntu fosters reintegration and social responsibility. Social scientists suggest that societies emphasizing collective identity over individualism tend to have lower crime rates and stronger social trust. Ubuntu isn't just moral, it's practical. Imagine someone in a village does something wrong. Perhaps they stole, lied, or hurt someone. In many places, they would be cast out or punished. But in the Babemba tribe and some African communities, something extraordinary happens. Instead of punishment, the person is placed at the center of a circle. One by one, people speak, not about their crime, but about their kindness, contributions, and worth. This act motivates them to align their actions with their positive identity, leading to a lasting change. The idea, people are not their mistakes, they are more than their worst actions. And by reminding someone of their goodness, you help them return to it. After apartheid, the government used Ubuntu-inspired justice instead of pure punishment. People who had committed terrible crimes were allowed to confess publicly, express remorse, and seek forgiveness from their victims. Instead of endless cycles of revenge, the focus was on healing and rebuilding trust. In some schools around the world, instead of detentions and suspensions, students in conflict sit in a circle and discuss what happened. The focus is on understanding and making amends rather than punishment. Some prison systems now use Ubuntu principles to rehabilitate prisoners instead of just punishing them. In Norway, for example, prisons focus on reintegration into society rather than harsh punishment. In Rwanda, after the genocide, Ubuntu-style community courts helped reintegrate former fighters back into society. Ubuntu is not just a philosophy of the past, it's alive and well today. In many African communities, doors are left open for neighbors, and strangers are welcomed as family. Companies that embrace Ubuntu leadership focus on teamwork and shared success rather than cutthroat competition. Even in tech, Ubuntu lives on. The Linux-based Ubuntu operating system was named after this philosophy, representing community-driven open-source software. Ubuntu reminds us that true success is shared. Here's what we can all learn from it. Science proves that our well-being is linked to the well-being of those around us. Ubuntu teaches that leadership isn't about power, but about lifting others. Helping someone learn from their mistakes is more effective than just punishing them. Before we go, here are 3 interesting facts about Africa for our subscribers who have stayed with us so far. South Africa is the only country in the world with 3 capitals: Pretoria, Cape Town, Bloemfontein. Fossils of some of the oldest human ancestors, dating back over 3.5 million years, were found near Johannesburg. Yes, the famous African penguins live at Boulders Beach in Cape Town. Share your thoughts on Ubuntu and any other interesting facts you know in the comments section. Keep watching Beyond Borders and explore our other playlists for more fascinating insights. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The Infinite Within, to stay updated on new videos.